I've had a strong track record for teaching in the past in the UK, where I was chair of the ophthalmic trainees group. I was a member of the core faculty since 2011, and more recently the lead for education in the glaucoma service. I've had the luxury of being involved with 4 different program directors that all gave their own different flavour to the teaching program in SNEC. And I'm a big proponent of this academic medical centre, where we will be able to incorporate seamlessly research, education and clinical work in a way that doesn't mean that they're separated, and they will be able to work off each other so that you can get the best results out of your program. We have an excellent program at the moment, and it's evolved through the last 11 years. We have an effective interactive teaching program via Zoom, which is involving many of the faculty and engaging the students in a new way. We also have the unique opportunity to have residents who've been through our teaching program now wanting to get involved as being teachers in their own right and wanting to become part of the core faculty. And they've seen the system themselves from the ground, and they have opportunities to improve it themselves. We are very lucky to have a strong set of residents, and they are allowed even more control over their teaching topics. And it's nice to see that they're not just interested in passing exams, but on learning how to become the best ophthalmologist that they can be. And we've also improved the operating theatre experience for juniors. There are far more cases than there ever were in the past years. However, there are also things that we can improve on. There's been little educational research and little careers advice beyond R5. There are some inequalities in opportunities and chores of the residents, and this is something that we are seeking to rectify. The quality and quantity of research by the residents is also falling, but actually it's seen a resurgence more recently. We have plenty of opportunities now, and ones where we're utilising different models like the flipped classroom model in the operating theatre, where the residents really show us what they've learned, and they're no longer using it for practicing. They practice in their own time in the wet labs and on different models. We have a high and concentrated clinical workload, which has abundant teaching opportunities now with very subspecialised clinics and plenty of skilled and world-class teachers who are really invested in their trainees and mentees. We are also rebalancing the supply and demand of surgeries as well by utilising some of the outreach centres so that there are more operating opportunities for the residents, and with better teaching and wet labs and opportunities for them, we can take them further more quickly. It's difficult to achieve balance in anything, but the Dalai Lama said that you should judge your successes by what you have lost to achieve them. And I've certainly lost sleep by trying to pursue these 2 things. But I think it's very important to keep life interesting, and that means having a variety of things that keep you working with a purpose. Muhammad Ali said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." And that's the one piece of advice I think I should give to the residents as they're coming through. They certainly have a lot of work to do, more than I ever did as a resident. But there are plenty of opportunities as they leave the residency program and embark on a fulfilling career in whatever opportunities they want to pursue within ophthalmology. And I think it's also important that we make SNEC an enjoyable place to work, because without that, it's difficult to make it the #1 eye centre worldwide. I often get asked, how do I make my busy clinics, which are some of the busiest in SNEC, have a good opportunity for teaching, and they get good feedback from the residents. I've done this by basically managed to decant some of the patients which are more routine to observation clinics, so you end up with a highly concentrated and target-rich environment for training. I also like this idea of multi-generational learning, where you have junior residents mixed with senior residents, fellows, and even consultants in your clinic, and each of them can give their own feedback on particular cases. And it's interesting that they can all seem to learn from each other and gain something when they're shown a particular case in how the training is conducted or what they learnt from the case. I've also managed to learn that teaching using stories is very effective. They seem to remember that, and they remember the way that you felt when you were going through a difficult case or with a complex patient. We also have an unprecedented number of ancillary staff that are able to give us opportunity to do more teaching as well. And it's more than this. You want to be able to encourage your trainees to become independent and to be lifelong learners by encouraging them to be hungry for cases and for opportunities, and inspire them to be educators in their own right and to have this lifelong love of learning. And we can only do that by being open and nurturing with them.